Hello once again, audience, and welcome to Queer in the Gear. Today's topic is going to stem off of Atlus's most recent game, a 3D tower climber puzzler called Catherine. One of the side characters, named Erica Anderson, in the game has very strong hints of being transsexual, even though it isn't openly said. To the viewers who are not familiar with Erica from Catherine, here's a short description to enlighten you and catch you up to speed. Erica is a waitress at the Stray Sheep, a bar which is a main setting in the game. She, Vincent, Johnny, and Orlando, who are other main characters of the cast, all grew up together, so she's very close and essential part of the main cast. She even teases Toby, who is another character of the main cast, though doesn't have a past with the rest, by flirting him up and appealing to his taste as a mature woman. Though not initially a fan of women's wrestling, she's gotten into it since the bar focuses on that for their bets. And as mentioned before, even though she's not into women's wrestling, she's enamored with the idea of a powerful woman. Erica only appears in one of the endings of the game. One of the 8 endings to be specific. The Catherine True ending is where it is revealed that she was once called Eric during school, showing that she is transgender. Toby seems to regret having relations with her because of this, but it's open to question whether they're still together. There are also several instances during the game that her transgenderism is addressed. She expresses her interest in joining the women's wrestling team, which Vincent states would be impossible. She misunderstands and says she's strong, but Vincent explains they wouldn't let her in the first place. She tells Vincent he needs to learn how a girl's heart works and how a woman is always hoping someone will come sweep them away. Vincent tells her he'd be more convinced if a woman was telling him this. She begins to have the essential part of the game, which are nightmares. Nightmares, though, are exclusively to men. After discovering she was having nightmares, Toby comes to the conclusion that gender must not matter. Orlando retorts with, he wasn't so sure. Johnny and Orlando both have extreme reactions when Toby professes his love for Erica, and even when he loses his virginity to her. And lastly, Toby explains that sex with Erica was weird, though he can't quite say why, since it was his first time. The rest of the cast of characters seem to all shudder and look away. Most of the time, everyone addresses her naturally as she, and she shows a mild speck of anger when Vincent makes reference to her not being a woman. Also, the last crucial piece of evidence, the game's manual lists the character's name as Eric Anderson, in parentheses Erica, in the credits section. So it's up to you viewers whether you think or not that Erica Anderson is actually transsexual. Though it isn't canonly and outright said, most fans of this puzzler game believe it to be so.